It's Jack from B&T MacFarlane. Today we're going to go over the RTV-X1100C, so let's get into it. Today we're looking at the RTV-X1100C. We finally have one of these in stock to actually look at and show you guys. The RTV-X1100, it fits inside of Kubota's RTV-X lineup. So this comes with the XG850, the X1120, X900, and then the X1100C. So inside of that X lineup and all the RTVs, this is the only one that can come with a factory cab, and this is a full deluxe factory cab as well. It's not an aftermarket one that's pieced together and there's holes in it. It's just like one you would see on your LX2610 or on your L6060. It comes with heat, air conditioning, and we even send it with a radio right from the dealership. The ideal customer for these RTV X1100s are going to be a hobby farmer who also wants to use this in the winter as well. With that full cab, again, it comes with heat, so you're not going to freeze your butt off when using this in minus 30, minus 40 degree weather. It's also very handy around your property. It has a towing capacity of about 1,300 pounds and a payload capacity of just over 1,600 pounds. So it's an absolute beast on your property with its small form factor. It's only about 63 inches wide, so you can get it into most tighter areas, and as well, it's not going to be the fastest side-by-side on the lot, but it's definitely useful and has its uses. It's powered by a 25 horsepower diesel engine from Kubota that'll make it go about 40 kilometers an hour, so it's definitely not used for any kind of extreme trail riding, but what it's good at is just being a workhorse around your property and getting the job done really well. I'm sitting inside the cab right now, and one of the nicest features that you're able to do from inside of the cab is dump that box hydraulically. So I'll start up the machine here, and then with just the flip of a lever, you can dump whatever it is in the back of your RTV just that easily. Inside of the cab of the RTV X1100C, it is one of the best experiences you can get in a Kubota. It's very, very deluxe and everything is very well refined. Over here on the driver's platform, you have the steering wheel as well as your range selector, so it is high and low range. So when you need to get into those off-roading situations or it's a little bit muddy or snowy, you can actually put it in low range and get out of there. As well, like on most tractors and side-by-sides, you have two-wheel drive as well as four-wheel drive, and a rear differential lock over there on the left-hand side. Same spot as it would be on a tractor, just on your left heel, but you can actually lock this one. If you're familiar with using it on your tractor, you have to press and hold and then use the rear differential lock as you slowly move forward, but there's actually a little knob you can pull to lock it engaged. As well, over there's a black lever that activates the hydraulic dump box, and then there is a parking brake over there on the left-hand side as well. And then up here, this is where your lights controls would go if you had exterior LED work lights on the top of the machine as well on the top on the rear, and your windshield washer and wiper, and then your radio would go up there. And then over here in front of me on the passenger side, you have your climate controls, so you have your heat, air conditioning, fan, defroster, wherever you want it to go. Looking at the bed a little bit closer, we get them all factory spray lined. So if you're putting any kind of rougher material, rocks, gravel, dirt, you don't have to worry about it scratching up the bed of your RTV. They also come with these nice D-rings. So if you need to strap down bales of hay or pallets of whatever you're carrying back here, then you can do that in the bed. And then it also dumps at the back, so you can pop that open with just a couple of latches and then dump whatever material you need to right out the back of the RTV. We're going to take a little bit closer look at the front of the RTV. This is where a lot of the attachments will go on the front of this machine. Kubota, they do make a PTO conversion kit, so you are able to run things like snow blowers and some sweepers on the front of this RTV, but we don't really sell a whole lot of them here because they're really meant for a little bit lighter snowfalls. And up here in Canada, we don't really know what a light snowfall is. We're used to seeing 3-4 feet of snow, so typically customers, they go with a bigger tractor when wanting to do their snow removal needs. But we do sell a lot of blades for the front of these machines, so if you're looking to use this for sidewalks or anything like that, you can get a pretty heavy duty front blade for this. As well, there's also a front trailer hitch. This is just for shipping, so they can park them right up against each other. But there is a front 2-inch receiver as well as a rear 2-inch receiver. So you can put in a trailer hitch on the front, tow trailers from the front, and you can also put one in the rear and tow trailers like a traditional pickup truck. Now we're going to take a look at the tire choice. So this is the pretty standard tire we get. They're called a heavy duty worksite tire, but they're more of like a turf tire, all purpose, running around the road tire. But you can also get them with an ATV tire. We don't see that a whole lot because not a lot of people take these on the trails. So I'd say about 99% of these do get sent out with that heavy duty worksite tire. So now we're looking at the engine. Like I mentioned, it is about 25 horsepower, so it sits below the DPF range, which if you remember is 26 horsepower. Once you get above that, you have to have emission controls, which deals with regeneration. So this sits just under that, and you can see it's all pretty easy to maintain. You've got your engine oil dipstick, and then around the side here, you do have your engine oil filter. That's all relatively easy to get at for routine maintenance. And right there, you can see the cylinder that actually lifts up the bed, and that is completely hydraulically driven. So when you pull that lever, again, it'll just fold that back up. The last thing we have to talk about is the price on the RTV-X1100C. With it being the only RTV that comes with the factory cab, naturally it is also the most expensive RTV you can get. It runs around $30,000 Canadian, and that's before any kind of attachments or accessories that you do add to it. Financing options are also available on these RTV packages. And as always, these are extremely hard to come by. So if you want to get one, I would recommend putting your name on one as soon as possible so that you can secure one for later in the fall or even the winter season. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you're enjoying the videos, remember to like and subscribe. And if you need help with part sales or service, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thank you.